There are two things that are crucial for success in a fatal four-way match: being resourceful and timing. And one is really the product of the other. There are so many things in this type of match a superstar has to keep in mind. And no count out and no disqualification means anything can happen, and it's all legal. That's a difficult scenario any way you look at it, especially when you're going up against three other opponents.
Byron, earlier you talked about the importance of timing and being resourceful in a fatal four-way match. That reminded me of the #1 contenders match we saw on Raw in April of 2017. Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Mickie James collided to see who would face Bayley for her Raw Women's Championship. Let's just say in the end, Miss Bliss took advantage of a situation.
The 5 Feet of Fury has her master's and doctorate in timing and resourcefulness. After Nia Jax sent Mickie James flying off the top rope and flattened Sasha Banks with a Samoan drop, Bliss blasted Nia out of the ring with a dropkick and pinned the Boss to become #1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship. It was brilliant.
Ooh, what a stomp! Good grief! Oof! You gotta believe this one's over! Just right in the face! Oh, what impact! This might be it! Oh, my! You gotta believe this one's over!
Corey, tell me, just how much strength does carrying your opponent around like this take?
Let's put it this way, Cole. Saxton would never be able to do it.
Scoop slam!
Oof!
Oh, up and down! What a slam!
Back now inside the ring.
Since there are no disqualifications in a fatal four-way match, a superstar has to be aware of the fact that if they're in an elimination fatal four-way match, someone who was eliminated can come back for retribution, and it's all legal. So you can eliminate an opponent, and they can interfere in the match later, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
This might be it!
Oh my! Ooh, what impact!
Oh, the jumping, spinning heel kick.
Right on point.
Byron, you touched on something earlier that's worth repeating. If you're a superstar competing in a fatal four-way elimination match and the competitor is eliminated, they can look to settle a score and affect the outcome of the match later. That's always a possibility in a fatal four-way match because of the no disqualification stipulation.
Michael, that's what I like to call an occupational hazard. We saw an example of that in 2016 during the fatal four-way elimination match to determine the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. The Miz was eliminated from the match, but let's say he had a major influence on the outcome of the contest. Just ask Dean Ambrose.
Oh, nasty impact. Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that? Boom!
Ooh! Backing it up!
Oh, this is humiliating.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a clothesline!
Back in from the floor.
History was made on Monday Night Raw.
Going for it all here.
Beautiful technique.
There is no coming.
Look at this. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive. Ooh! some quickness there. There is definitely a big fight feel, a main event feel that night on Raw as Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, and Big Cass collided in an epic battle. Each superstar tried to be as calculated as possible in their attacks. The WWE Universe looked on in awe when Roman Reigns dove over the top rope out on the floor and dropped Big Cass in KO.
And it looked like Big Cass asserted his dominance. Kevin Owens eliminated the 7-footer with a frog splash. But when Triple H appeared and big move coming, wait for it.
I think we know what this is.
Harsh impact.
Spinning kick to the gut. Drop kick. Boom, what impact.
Oh, good night. Sorry.
Nailed it. What a stomp.
Good grief. We can also see a fatal four-way tag team match, which means 16 superstars are participating, and one from each team is in the ring at the same time. Similar to a fatal four-way with one very interesting twist. A superstar can be tagged in or out by any other legal man in the ring, not just your tag team partner.
Oh, boom! Byron, earlier you brought up the 16 superstar four-way elimination tag team match. It goes without saying that the match is quite the scene. Wait a minute. Schoolboy.
Look at her go.
Kick. Schoolboy. Oh, look at this. Gutbuster.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Toss to the outside. Taking on some moderate offense here. Going to need to start playing a little better defense. I want to take a moment to thank all of you for tuning in to one of the greatest women's matchups I've ever seen.
Many times in a fatal four-way match, we've seen superstars join forces for the moment in taking out a dominant entity. This could be someone like Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, and Nia Jax as examples. When a superstar has that type